Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I have the singular privilege to welcome you to my home, and on behalf of my husband, express our sincere gratitude to you for your consistent support to our modest efforts to serve the people of Cross River State. Your efforts and contributions towards making Cross River State a preferred destination and a state of first choice for business and leisure are etched prominently on the heart of my husband. I thank you, and may the good Lord reward you abundantly. Today is the International Widows' Day. It is a day that has been set aside by the United Nations to draw global attention to the plight and circumstances of widows all over the world. This is in the realization of the grim fact that widows, by circumstances of their loss of their husbands, are more often than not victims of all manner of injustices and indignities. The United Nations in 2010 therefore ratified June 23rd of every year to be commemorated as the International Widows' Day. Many nations of the world have gone ahead to domesticate the convention, setting this day aside to pay attention to the widows. The Nigerian government is in the process of officially adopting this. I believe that the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs will be commemorating this event in Abuja tomorrow. However, my NGO, Partnership Opportunities for Women Empowerment Realization, POWER, marked the day last year with an interactive meeting with widows across the state and the formal opening of the Giving Life Options to Widows Project Office. We used the occasion to provide relief materials and cash gifts to over 200 widows in the state, paying particular attention to the disabled among them, who we gave wheelchairs to. We have since then encouraged them to form themselves into cooperative groups to be able to receive sustained assistance to support themselves. My husband had to institutionally and systematically intervene in the lives of this particular set of people who are often neglected and forgotten by society in furtherance of his commitment to taking governance to those who need it the most. Over 6,000 widows have been captured in the Conditional Cash Transfer Project, which is domiciled with the Ministry of Social Welfare, and I believe the Honorable Commissioner will be able to expatiate on this. In our complementary role, we initiated the GLOW project to create social and economic opportunities for improving and securing the livelihoods of widows across the state. Some of the mid to long-term objectives include enhanced livelihood options for thousands of widows across the 18 local government areas in Cross River State through access to skills training, microfinance, micro-enterprise services, increased cooperation between and among widows, and widows-focused organizations through the formation of widows cooperatives and networking. Target date for achieving these objectives is 2015. The other justification for our intervention is the fact that the continued plight of widows globally undermine the realization of the Millennium Development Goals numbers 1, 3, and 8, which seek to end poverty, promote gender equality, and engender global partnership. The United Nations Women 2000 suggests 6 to 17%. What is our concern here, you may ask? We are working as a state towards meeting the Millennium Development Goals in our own little corner. In the course of meeting with these women, the stories they share about the neglect, the brutality, the indignities that they have suffered are better imagined than real. Yet, no one is speaking up because of the culture of silence embedded in our society. We have decided to break the silence today by talking to you in the hope that you would, in turn, broadcast and publish this to the world. I have consciously sought to brief you because of your strategic role as purveyors of information and agenda setters. We are deliberately seeking your partnership in our efforts to bring the issues affecting widows on top of the agenda of the national discourse. We want you to accentuate our voices and those of widows via your different media of communication. As we celebrate this year's International Widows Day, it is imperative that we all make a commitment to show love to widows in our different neighborhoods. Widows do not deserve our pity, rather they need our individual and collective action towards increasing their economic opportunities for them and strengthening their livelihoods through vocational skill acquisition, micro-enterprise development, and access to microfinance. It is also important that our traditional rulers, who are the custodians of our culture, review all traditional practices that subject widows to these indignities. Finally, we would like to appeal to our leaders at the federal and the state and local government levels to take practical steps towards ameliorating the deplorable plight of widows in the country. One key action is to improve the policy and socio-cultural environment that will enable widows to realize their full potential. This will go a long way in redressing the injustices widows suffer on account of losing their husbands. Thank you very much for your attention, and God bless you.